The movie will begin in 5 moments, the mindless voice announced. All those unseated will await the next show. We filed slowly, languidly into the hall. The auditorium was vast and silent. As we seated and were darkened, the voice continued.
Is everybody in? Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin.
Wake up! You can't remember where it was. Has this dream stopped?
Greetings, gentlemen. It is I, Victor von Frankenstein, the grateful MGTOW. As promised, I am back with more content. Welcome. Let's get started. I believe that the following topic might be controversial, even in the MGTOW community. Though I feel that most followers will be understanding of what I am trying to imply, as most of us in the community understand the labels and supposed beliefs behind those labels. There may be some that choose to see the plight of men through a myopic lens. I would like to extend the ideas of MGTOW beyond the ideas of the cautionary divergent sign. Although, I believe this cautionary sign is presented to all of us throughout our journey in life. I believe each of us as individuals find this sign at different stages in the progression of life. From the very start of our childhood, to the pressures of adolescence, and the independence of adulthood. These experiences and choices in life divert us down different paths. This cautionary sign may be presented from different aspects through the experiences and choices we make in life. That inevitably will divert each of us down different paths. However, these signs may be ignored as though one is absorbed in their phone just before a tragic car accident. The blue pill-head man. Normies. Betas. Simps. Trade kooks. Nice guys. White knights. The purple pill-head man. The pickup artist. The married MGTOW. The man that still chooses to flirt with disaster. The black pill-head man. The involuntary celibate. The true forced loneliness. The nihilist. The red pill-head man. The manifestation of anger and rage. The sleeping giant awakened from such a dark slumber. The self-actualized man. The lone wolf. The hermit. The monk. I realize that to most members of the community, this is heresy. Please, if you must, burn me as a heretic in the comments section. But allow me to express my point, if but only from my personal perspective. Because MGTOW is not a singular belief or a movement. It is expressed through multiple manifestations in the lives of men, and is in a constant state of flux, depending on what defines each individual going their own way. Whichever way that may be. Regardless, it is impossible for any of these choices to negate the observable truths and information that the MGTOW communities are filtering into the world of men. As I see it, there is not only the two-way divergence of gynocentricity and going one's own way, but a combination of afflictions befallen to men in general, that guide us down inescapable paths. The intricate complexities of the individual experience cannot be explained in black and white. This is a portion of the foundation I feel is necessary to explain my perspective on the adversities men, in general, face in the present day and age. As I see it, it could be easier explained through the Cloverleaf Interchange, or as MGTOW through the Pinavia Interchange. An undefined path, set before you as a child, only to be swirled into the chaos of life with no true direction, but a choice. to choose which way you want to go from the path of origin. As I see it, it is a blend of the four main subgroups of men within the manosphere, though one group in particular could never be considered MGTOW. They are still men, the majority of which created the gynocentric system we all must face as one. As you can see in the diagram, it does not matter from where you started, but where you choose to go in the end. And as all of us had to find these communities through our own trials and tribulations, we should not shun those men that may still be confused, somnolent to the current social and cultural changes rapidly afflicting Western civilizations. In the end, we must all find our own way. Personally, I hope these men find the path of MGTOW on their own, without the suffering that many of us have been through, only to find MGTOW after it is too late, and see their life in retrospect as a complete loss. I would like to start out by discussing the first two groups, which I feel are diametrically opposed to one another, and seem to be subverted by their own ideologies so as to exclude themselves from the label of MGTOW. One which claims some type of victimhood status because of the inequalities we all face in life, based on status, looks, and resources. The other, which chooses to use shaming tactics on men because of the inequalities we all face in life, also based on status, looks, and resources. But these men may fall victim to the gynocentric system because of their own self-destructive behaviors and practices based on their ideology. Both of these groups are already facing serious backlash on social forums and in society as a whole, because of their ideologies and the physical actions these men unleash onto the world as they see it. These two groups are the involuntary celibates and the pickup artists. I will start with the pickup artists, only because it is the one group I absolutely will not defend. I feel that their actions are predatory in nature and contribute to the further decline of beneficial formative relationships. I believe that most of these men follow the two basic tenets of MGTOW: no cohabitation and no marriage. But the information that they espouse to other men about game, status maxing, numbers, smash and dash, dominance hierarchies of alphas and betas, make them separate from what I consider MGTOW. They prey on the vulnerabilities of insecure men, men that have low self-esteem, and men trying to find meaning in an ever-increasing gynocentric world. They extort thousands of dollars from these men through so-called boot camps and various forms of media, books, videos, etc. Although I do see some beneficial information when it comes to health, fitness and focusing on oneself, the underlying information about game, pump and dump, seduction and the sexual exploitation of as many women as possible, through means of manipulation, deceptive practices, and outright lies, which on a side note, is a purely feminine or gynocentric approach, is something that I will never support. Not only do these men increase the transmission of sexually communicable diseases, they help to further degrade the social relationships between men and women. By no means should anyone think that I am defending women, female nature, or the dynamics of the male-female relations of the present. But with the further push of feminism and movements like Me Too, yes means yes, and women's empowerment, it is only a matter of time that these practices will be seriously persecuted and prosecuted, which is already happening, and we can see more of these men abandoning ship and moving into MGTOW spaces. I kindly decline, coach. I would like to say one last thing about this subsect of men before I move on. It appears that these men operate more so from the lizard brain and limbic system. Their instinctual sexual conquests serve no purpose other than meaningless self-gratification through sexual relations. These men are still chasing personal satisfaction and validation through their pursuit of women, which can be achieved through far more productive means. When a man engages a woman in sexual relations, it is she that is submissive to the man, but it is he who is actually subservient to her. This is the first part of a 4-part series I will be uploading this weekend. Please stay tuned for more. I would like to extend my gratitude and appreciation to all those that enjoy this content. Thank you, gentlemen, and I hope this finds you well. Please do not like, share, or subscribe. And don't forget to stuff that bell up YouTube's ass. Subscribe.
You analyze me, attempt to despise me, you laugh when I stumble and fall. There may come a day I will dance on your grave. If unable to dance, I will crawl across it. Unable to dance, I will crawl. Yeah, unable to dance, I'll crawl. Yeah. You must really consider the circus, 'cause it just might be your kind of zoo. I can't think of a place that's more perfect